Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Ratchet Clank, going Commando. Previously, we landed on planet Joba, and took part in the hoverbike races. As our prize of winning the primary race, we got ourselves a brand new gadget of sorts, the charge boots. Oh, they go a lot faster than I thought. I guess the time for the speed decrease is a lot longer than I remember it being. I still wouldn't really recommend it if you want to try speedrunning in any way for this game, but I guess they're a lot better than I remember them being. Yeah, that's a lot longer than I remember the charge stopping. Surprised me. I guess like maybe 3 or 4 seconds instead of like 2 like I said last time. Today, we are gonna start on the main route through Joba while tackling a couple of skill points along the way. You only really need the swing shot and the dynamo to get through what you're gonna be encountering throughout your time on Joba. Well, first off, activate those 2 dynamos because the first one you activate will have that, a nanotech boost at the end. Oh, did I? I guess I was so close to leveling up anyways. I leveled up twice. That is also a first. Man, a lot of firsts are happening on Joba. I mean, I remember this being a memorable planet for me, mainly for the minigames you can take part of, but still. That was fairly new. So, as I mentioned last time, these tribesmen, these guys are a lot more dangerous than the Barlonian tribe was earlier in the game. Not only do they have swords, shields, and guns, I think the only time that you saw the Barlonian tribesmen with guns was when they were mounting their sword beasts. These guys can wield guns when they're standing as well, and they're a little stronger too in terms of like eliminating hand-to-hand. And speaking of the sword beast, here it is again, but I think these are now the Joba sword beast. Unlike last time, they now have a protective headgear, so they're a little tougher to eliminate, even with your secondary weapons. So that's the main difference with them compared to the Barlonian counterparts. Alright, more of these guys. Alright, can I? Ah, no. Alright, you know what? Just, save myself the headache, I'm just gonna do that. Because I need to use a vaporizer to eliminate any birds I see. I'm not sure if the counter resets since I was taking part in the races, so technically I exited the level, depending on who you ask. But I'm not sure about that. If that's the case, I can just die and go back to the start where some of those birds congregated. Now the way that Reg Ninja works, it's a little weird, at least for Reg Ninja 2. I think, yeah, I really want to help that. I really gotta save myself. Not getting hit that much, well I just wasted that nanotech for nothing. The way that Reg Ninja works on this planet, well, apart from dying, if you die, you outright fail getting this skill point. Stop it! Ah, dang it. I was afraid of that. Great. Well, I'm pretty sure this reset my counter on shooting the birds for good now. And now I'm missing like crazy. That's 3 shots now. Come on. Oh, that one just disappeared into the distance. That's not fair. He used draw distance against me. That's really cheap. Oh, come on, I'm out of ammo? Really? I know I have 8 shots, but come on. I didn't think I wasted that fast. I was gonna say that the way that Reg Ninja 2 works is a little strange. That's because there are a couple of quirks to it. If you make enemies die because of friendly fire, that does count according to the game. You wouldn't think that, but enemies get killed by their allies, that does count for you getting kills towards the skill point. Oh, come on. You little... Ah! That one might be too far away from me for me to actually hit. Thank God I have a lot of bolts on hand. So friendly fire does count, which is a positive for you if you're going for the skill point. I think I got that one. Yeah, I see the feathers dissipating. That's good. However, if you knock enemies off cliffs, that doesn't count for you towards getting the skill point. Yeah, like I said, this version of Wrench Ninja is a little weird. But I guess if you can make enemies kill each other, that is a good strat for you to whittle down the numbers. Since we've seen a couple of turret sections in this planet anyway, so I guess that's why they decided to allow friendly fire for the enemies to count towards your progress on getting that skill point. But knocking them off cliffs was probably considered too easy among the devs. So that might be why that knocking enemies off cliffs like this doesn't count. Dynamo, I don't know why I'm doing that. I only need to hit the one dynamo activator now, which is that one. Careful here. So I gotta get these guys congregated over to where I'm at. I usually head towards over here. That way I know for sure that the enemies have gathered up like so. Obviously, since they're all over a very huge platform, a very huge gap over there, them dying would not be very helpful to you. This would probably be another case if the initial run through Joma is too difficult for you. Then you could just go through this planet like normal the first time, and then come back later when there are fewer enemies for you to attempt the skill point at. One way that taking on these planets is a little easier for you. Oh, come on! Stop that! I said stop it! I said stop! Get out of here! And now I'm only down to half health, great. I was gonna say, one of the ways to make this easier for you is that on subsequent visits on planets, there are fewer enemies than there would be on your initial run through a new destination. So that's why it could be helpful if you want to wait for later to tackle a skill point like this. I know I'm gonna die for sure here. There's no way I'm getting by this next part. Honestly, I'll take your bye. But first, die, birdies! Die, all of ya! Got two. I'm so tempted to waste a shot just for that, but I'm not going to. Can I? It's still over there. There's another platform to the right that you still have to shoot birds to get that skill point. Ah, crud. Too far in. Come on, just kill each other, please. I know your lights are really pretty, but they're deadly towards me. I don't need to feel how they feel. Yeah, that turret guy's gonna help me out. He's like my worst enemy, but my best friend right now. Get out of here. Actually, this is a good spot for me to snipe off those birds over there. There's also enemies over there too. Alright, got enough. There's enemies over there too, so be sure to keep them in mind. Ooh, sweet. Be sure to keep them in mind if you're going after Wrench Ninja. We'll go over here. Take out these guys, they're a lot easier to go after. After all, there's not a turret over here. But they have guns though. Get out of here. Ah, crud. I'm not that guy on the cliff, so it's not gonna matter now. Not gonna matter at this point, just kill me. I'm telling you, getting through this one, it is very tricky to do with only a wrench. I can see why it's a challenge now, but still. Doesn't make it any easier for you to do. The fact there's all these weird conditions you have to keep in mind too, it's just another layer to the pseudo glitchiness this skill point has. It's not fun. I'm pretty sure you have to go through the entire main route of this planet too to get this skill point. So you cannot rely on checkpoints if you're going for this challenge. Get out of here! Oh, he's going back for it. I know you don't. Stupid tribesmen. I hope none of them fell off a cliff somewhere. Because that's gonna be detrimental to me if I'm trying to go for this skill point. Also, I don't think you're allowed to use the turrets. I think that goes without saying. I think I can move. Whoa! Oh god, that was close. I think I can move when you do a comet strike in this game. You could not do that in the last game, so I'm really glad they added that in. You wouldn't think it would help you. It's a small touch, but it helps out a lot for a challenge like this. Also, I don't know how the charge boost went off like it did moments ago. I swear I was hitting the R1 button once, but I guess it counted for twice somehow. Maybe I rapidly tapped that without meaning to. At least these guys die easily to hyper striking. Gotta be careful with this guy. I know when I attempted this in the past, I knocked that guy off a cliff, and he was the reason why that I failed to get this skill point. It was really dumb. At least this run's going well. Now there's this platforming segment we have to do. Let's jump up here. This ain't all that hard to do. It just, I guess, trying to show off the neatness of this perspective. This segment's just whatever. But what's coming up after, that's what I'm dreading. At least the parts that's coming up, I know for a fact it's where the last batch of enemies await when you're going through the main route. But it's not gonna be easy. I remember how the layout of that is, and it's not gonna be a cakewalk. They're gonna go all out in terms of making sure that you do not get this skill point. Wait a second. Wait, I'm jumping a little too far. Going a little far ahead with this. I almost forgot about the second guys. These guys over here, I almost forgot about them. They were another reason why I had so much trouble getting this skill point in the past, because I would often forget that this section existed. Just gently hit them. We can also get shot by their fellow tribesmen, that works too. Come on. Shoot him. Yeah, thank you. I don't think I'm gonna get that guy to shoot those sword beasts though. I got plenty of health to work with. That's why I can just rely on the comet strike and run away like a coward. It ain't cowardly, it's just tactful retreating though. That's how I'm seeing it. I mean, I'm taking on two of these sword beasts at the same time. Hello? I'm right here. This is weird. They're supposed to attack me. Am I not close enough to them? That guy's just minding his own business. I don't think I have any right to hurt him at this point. Okay. That was odd. Oh god! I forgot about that guy though. That one in particular could be such an ass to you. And I almost went off the cliff again. I did not mean to do a charge a charge boost to run on that. I know for a fact I was hitting R1 once that time. I guess I took it as 2 because I was hitting it twice somehow. Maybe I'm pressing that button too fast for my own good. Because I'm trying to rely on the Comet Strike a lot. Okay. Now we have to go back and do that whole dynamo section again. Though, since I passed it once, I wonder if that shortcut's gonna work. I know for a fact that when you get on this platform, yeah, that's what I thought. When you get through this section once, it just straight up hovers you up here to bypass all that. There's no need to do it again when you do finish it the first time. Glad that the game remembered that. But now this part I gotta worry about. We got trap doors, we got turrets, more tribesmen, armed to the teeth with all kinds of weaponry. This is not gonna be fun. And I can activate those doors too! I think this is the part where I learned that enemies friendly firing each other does help you towards a skill point, because there are 2 turrets around here. It's gonna be a wide open area for them to spread their fire around. So be sure to lead that fire to take out most of them. And there's like probably about 3 left by the time that you make them kill their friends. But those 2 up there in particular are gonna be the most annoying to take care of. Because those turrets do not have any stop, any pause in their firing. Oh my god, there's like... yeah, there's 2 more over there. So it's not just the 2 of them. That's not gonna work, is it? When I do this, I just gotta take the hit at some point. Careful, careful. Just take care of this guy. Take care of you. Ah, come on! I was right there. Ah, even if I clear this room out, I don't think it's gonna matter now. Yeah, such a shame. I was so close to finishing it too. I had so much health going into this last bit as well. I had so much health going into this last bit. I forgot there was like a trio up there behind that door. And they're also armed with all kinds of weaponry too. I wonder if there was nanotech behind one of these doors. That could have helped me. Now if there was, it's just these sword beasts lying in wait for their moment. You in particular, I hate you guys with your single guns. Those turrets are making it worse too. Out of here! I said get out! Get lost! Nobody likes you! You guys are so stupid! Yep, got shot again. This is gonna take a while. Oh, that helped out. Perhaps getting a nanotech upgrade was the only way I could get through this. But even then, well, not gonna matter. Yep, I don't think it mattered. Great. So I failed to get this skill point too. I wonder if those enemies behind me respawned. I highly doubt it. Yeah, I don't think they came back. Oh well. I can just get this on subsequent visits anyway. The initial run's the worst. Probably better off to wait till later when you're done with the planet to at least attempt this skill point. Trust me, the second run go through this place when you're done all the objectives beforehand, it does make things a little easier.
Hey, you two going to the games?
Yeah? What's it to ya?
Whoa, take it easy, Chief. I ain't looking for no trouble. Just an honest man looking to make an honest buck.
I sincerely doubt that.
Hey, I ain't the one trying to get into a sold-out arena. You're gonna need this levitator to get in there.
Alright, so this is the Shady Salesman. We saw this guy back in the first game. He was the one that sold us the Rhino way back then. Also, I have no idea how this guy gets so huge when the cutscene ends. There's clearly some sort of error they made when they were making his character model, or at least reusing again. I don't know why he gets so huge when the cutscene's done. But, yeah, this is a thing that exists.
Nice doing business with you again. Time for me to, relocate.
The instructions are in Blargian.
Goodbye. And it says here, tab A goes into slot B. Okay, and then magnetize the graviton matrix, remove your left arm, what? And done. You do have skills. You know it.
Just imagine Ratchet had those skills when they were going for Clank's roster pack back in the first game. I bet Clank would be a little more impressed back then. They would be a lot more closer too. Or just a little bit. So instead on the levitator pad, press X to fly, hold down X to gain altitude, and so on and so forth. So just do like so. Now that we have the levitator on our hands, but don't hold out X too much because you can see that it uses fuel super fast. You'll still levitate, but fuel will be consumed less if you don't hold down X. Also best for you to go in the direction that you wanna go forward in before you do hold down X to use the levitator. Also, I think I may have missed something here. I swear there was something that I was supposed to get, but I don't think it's gonna matter now. That takes me back to the ship. I'm pretty sure there was a nanotech boost somewhere that you're supposed to get with the levitator, but I did not see it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make one more run just to see where that nanotech boost was. I might be lying if I didn't see it. It could have been a platinum bolt, couldn't think of it. Either way, I know I missed something when you were at that levitator pad. Stand on the levitator pad and press X to fly. Hold down X to gain altitude. The levitator stops functioning when the fuel meter is empty. So that's the last bit I missed out on. Now what I was gonna try to do is do the things before, but going on one of these tall towers. Yeah, it wasn't a boost, but it was something just as helpful. Another platinum bolt, one that you could easily miss out on. I know that was one that I passed on many times because I just didn't know it existed. Very sneaky too, because you're supposed to go forward and then use the levitator. That way you can easily get to the doorstep of the arena. That's why it's imperative for you to hold the left stick in the direction you want to go in while using the levitator. Otherwise, you're just burning fuel for nothing. So despite the fact that we failed on the wrench ninja skill points, I'll just get that another time. I'm not too worried about it. It's easy to do it on subsequent runs anyways, when you're done with the initial objectives of this planet. Next time, we're gonna finish off what we're really here for, and that's taking part in the Megacorp Games. Until we meet again, farewell for now.